Good afternoon, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This Miss Yaakov coming straight from that Spiker Star, aka the Messenger, aka the Virgo Goddess, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka that Topaz Gem Sapphire. Hey, listen, always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Yaakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, see things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this. The name of this is called What California, the West Coast, receive reparations under Senate Bill 518. Let's check this out from the Hood Affirmationist.
What's going the fuck on? Let me help y'all out. So, as of 24 hours ago, California, Gavin Newsom, the governor, yes, has officially passed California's bill sb518. What is that? That is the reparation bill that's focusing on giving y'all some money in California. So there has been an official bill that's protecting black people in California that's been living there since the 1900s. Okay? That have direct descendants from slavery. Okay? How do they know that? Through you? Through your DNA, through your birth certificate, through your social? Yeah. Yeah, clock that. I just want to let you know that it's only for Californians, okay? Only for Californians, no other state. Okay, California is the first state to actually do it. It has never been done before. Okay, even though they was the last state to actually free slaves. And it was the first state to give enslaved black people reparations. So congratulations, you're protected by SB 518. Okay, what does that mean? That means that you can't be racially profiled by the police anymore. That means that anybody that has ever been in jail, beat, harassed, racially profiled, and all that and the other shit, that means SB 518 now protects you. Okay?
Okay, enough with that. Let me just say this, right? Because there's so much to unpack with that. But she said SB 518, right? Okay, SB is abbreviated for Senate Bill. Okay, so it stands for Senate Bill. Okay, so Senate Bill 518. All right. So it established the Bureau for Descendants of American Slavery, a state agency. Okay. The alleged governor Newsom signed off Senate bill. That's allegedly. He signed off on it. But wait a minute. Here's the deal. For a bill to become law in the U.S. federal legislative system, it needs to be approved by a simple majority elected representative in both the House and the Senate, not by signatures from the general public. The final signature required is that of the president. After a bill is introduced by a member of Congress, it progresses through these stages to become law, approved by the House, approved by the Senate, and signed by the president. Okay, so therefore she needs more. It needs more than one signature. Okay, and it's 500 members from the House of Senate and Congress together. It's 500 members. Okay, Scott Turner is a congressman, Maxine Waters, okay, RFK Jr., all of them have to sign off on that. The governor don't hold no value. Okay, he has to introduce it to his colleagues. That's number one. Number two, she said during the 1900s, everybody that's in office right now, they're all old. They was born from 1948, all the way down to like the 80s. Okay, so they're not that old. Okay, they're old, but they're not that old. Okay, it's not like they're 500 years old and stuff like that. Okay, and then even further, she's a gang member. Okay, they are gang members. She's a gang member, and her son's a gang. All of them are gang members. There's no way that they're going to get reparations. And then on top of it, to take even further, a lot of them messed around and took that mRNA. Okay, so that basically messed up their DNA once they took that mRNA. So how they gonna trace back to the descendants of alleged slaves? Half of them don't even know who their fathers is. They don't know. They don't even know who their father is, let alone their descendants. Like, let's be for real. And if they really knew who they was, they wouldn't call themselves black. Okay, so that goes to show you right there. Okay, so that's really what they say. Clock that T. Clock that T. Let's really clock that T. Once they took that mRNA, that was over for their DNA. And then as far as reparations, reparations could be anything. Long as they gave you WIC, Section 8, okay, welfare, food stamp, and all that, that's part of your reparations right there. And let's just hypothetically say they did pass this bill, okay, and pay off suppose reparations to suppose blacks, okay? Let's just hypothetically say that. How much you think they're going to give you? $100? $100? I mean, she act like they're going to pass off billions of dollars or something like that. And then the money is worthless. And then they still won't be satisfied because they don't even appreciate little stuff. So how they going to appreciate the big things? Sad. And she's brainwashed that she's so smart that she's dumb. The hood affirmationists didn't know anything about Congress and the House of Senate and the president. The president has to sign off on that, and then the funds for this agency has to be there. Now, mind you, we in a time where it's government shutdown. Okay, it's government shutdown. Funding is being cut from even the housing, Department of Education, everything. Time is up. Time is up. And even further, it is he, the eternal church, give out reparations. Satan cannot take from God to give to his constituents. It doesn't work that way. It just does not work that way. She's in a big delusion if she thinks that she's going to get reparations. It'd be a cold day in her burning sofa before she ever in her life get reparations. These people are gang members and they're criminals. They're criminals against the laws of the land, and they're criminals against the eternal church. They will never in their life get no reparations. She just needs to hang that on up. Okay? You just need to hang that on up. Because like I said, even if they was going to sign off on the bill, guess what? They ain't going to do nothing but give you $100 and that's it. That's it. And then again, they don't even know their fathers. These people grew up with no fathers in their life. They grew up bastards their whole damn life. How you want to sit here and do a DNA over your descendants and you don't even know anything about your descendants? You don't even know your damn daddy. Start with that first. Go find your original father, okay, and your mother if she's still alive, okay? Because the black female, allegedly, she's the cause of everything. She's the cause of the single mother household, okay? Yeah, I know all about it. But anywho, I'm about to get on out of here. Talk about some reparations. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye, girl. You'll never get no reparation. Y'all are gang members. Okay, you don't teach your kids anything but to gang bang. She had her son doing the crip walk. Okay, yeah. And then in the 1900s, before I break on out of here, let me just say this in reference to the 1900s. Ain't no sinner living that long, okay? Let's just keep it 1,000. Y'all sinners. Y'all blaspheme sinners. Y'all evildoers. Y'all will never live to be prosperous. That's why y'all dying. Y'all either dead or going to jail to die off some more, all right? How about that? Y'all not even living that long, okay? RFK Jr. living longer than y'all. Y'all dying out here. I see that. You the only one that don't see it, but I'm the one that see this, okay? Yeah, ain't nobody in your family that's still alive that's been living since the 1900s. Hell, Trump and all of them. Maxine Waters wasn't even born in the 1900s. What is you talking about? Maxine Waters like 70-something, 80-something years old. Okay? What are you talking about? Are these people that dumb? Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here. This is the Daughters of Zion. That spiker star, the brightest star of the constellation. Looking into your world, see things you just don't see. Oh, God.